Problem 7 in our review in probability. A study discovered that Americans consumed, on average, 13.3 pounds of chocolate per year. Assume that the annual chocolate consumption follows a normal distribution with a standard deviation of 3.5 pounds, and complete the following. So, we're going to calculate the probabilities and here at the end a percentile using the normal distribution. So let's bring up in StatCrunch our normal calculator. So I'll hit Stat, Calculators, and select Normal. And so I'm going to resize this a little bit. So here, the first probability is the probability of consuming less than 9 pounds of chocolate per year. So less than 9. Here, we're looking at the standard normal with mean 0 and observation 1. We want to change this to be mean 13.3. And standard deviation, they said, is 3.3. So now, less than, so we've got less than, less than or equal to would be the same in a continuous random variable. Less than 9, and compute. And so we'll notice that they've shaded in the area that we're looking for and given us that probability. And so to 4 decimal places, we've got 0.1096. The second probability we're looking for is what is the probability that an American would consume more than 11 pounds? So we'll change it to greater than or equal to 11 pounds. And compute. And here we have the shaded region here in red, probability being greater than 11 would be 0.7445. That's rounded to 4 decimal places. Letter C, what is the probability that an American will consume between 10 and 14 pounds? So we'll choose the between option up here. And so we're going to look at the probability being between 10 and 14. So that's 10 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 14. Press compute. And so between 10 and 14, that area that's shaded represents the probability of 0.4064. The last probability, what is the probability that an American will consume exactly 12 pounds? Well, here we don't really have this option. You could do between 12 and 12. And you get 0 because if you think about it, right at 12, there's this line that's so thin it has no area, and thus there's no probability that's assigned by this distribution. So the answer to exactly anything in a normal distribution would be 0. Now in E, it says, what is the annual consumption of chocolate that represents the 60th percentile? And so the 60th percentile, remember, is that x value at which 60% of the area is to the left, less than or equal to. So I'm going to change back to the standard and set less than or equal to some value. And I want to move this over here somewhere so it's exactly 60%. And the way I can do that is just tell it right away that the probability I want is 0.6. And it will find the x that makes that work for me. Hit compute. So it finds here to 1 decimal place, we're going to put in 14.2. So that would be considered the 60th percentile. So here we looked at the normal distribution and the normal calculator in StatCrunch, both to find areas less than, greater than, or between values, as well as find percentiles. So I hope this helps.